Hey, everybody, FIDANCE.com for all my tickets to see me on the road. Las Vegas Wise Guys, March 14th and 15th. That's Town Square, Wise Guys in Las Vegas. And then at the end of the March, I'm at the Kansas City Funny Bone. And then the first weekend in April 4th and 5th, I'm at Wise Guys downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. And then I will be at Stand Up Live, Huntsville, Alabama, Stand Up Live, Phoenix, Arizona, Philly Punchline, Duckworth's Comedy Club in Charlotte, North Carolina, Tacoma, Spokane, Bricktown, Addison Improv, Texas. I'm going all over. IanFidance.com. Come out, see a show, have a smoke, say what's up. Punchup.live/Jordan Jensen for all her dates. And we will see you on the road. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show. Bye-bye.
Telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan.
No, you do it.
All right, I'll do it.
There's so many sounds.
I know. You can pick something up and play with it.
No, I can't. This is fucking stuck to the goddamn table.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even pick that
That's
up.
a table prop. You can pick these up.
Okay.
Do you play the harmonica?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My brother, but
I'm surprised no one's blown that through their butt yet.
I mean, you'd have to have a constant.
Whoa.
Get out of here.
That's awesome.
Piano man, sing us a song tonight. This is the most anyone has ever sustained playing that harmonica without going, all right, forget it. Can we just go? I am enthralled.
Yeah, I'm enthralled
right now by this.
Wow, that's
Amen, everybody. Felipe Esparza, our guest for the day.
Fool? Thanks for having me.
That's right. From the amazing Netflix special Raging Fool, from his amazing 10 years and running podcast. How?
I don't know, man. We started off with a little recorder, putting it inside the green room and leaving it on. And we started I started interviewing just random people from the streets at first. People that I walk up to, people that I know, neighbors, men that I grew up with. Like I interviewed my neighbor Ray Escalera. He was a Vietnam vet.
Uh-huh.
And he used to walk crooked, right, with a stump. And
wait,
he talked like
repeat
this.
that.
He
walked crooked and he had a stump.
Like he had a stump on his leg or something. But then I found out that a grenade blew up in front of him.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh man. Right in front of him.
Yeah, man. The people in front of him died, and he survived. Like he cut pieces of limbs, and
Jesus.
and he was all fucked up.
But I
Yeah.
bet he was funnier than any comic you could interview.
Yeah, man. He talked like he fell off a parachute, man. It was hard to understand. He talked like,
Oh man.
and he's like, I grew up with him, so I saw him drink Diet Pepsi his whole life. Diet Pepsi and cigarettes, bro, his whole life.
That's
And,
how he survived.
Yeah, and he was like a little league coach for everybody.
He was a little league coach?
Yeah, so everybody knew him as Coach Ray.
Uh-huh.
Was this before the stump or after the
This
stump?
after, bro. This after he came out of Vietnam, and he was like
If a guy with
A
half a
legend.
face and a stump ripping cigs is yelling at me to beat it out to first base, I'm beating it out to first base. I bet his team
Maybe.
was so
He'll be
good.
like, come on, you could do it.
I bet a lot.
You could do it.
I bet a lot of parents were pissed though. They're like, "This is the best guy you could get."
That's all we got, bro. He was DEI.
Yeah. DEI in the 90s.
The 80s. The 80s.
80. Oh, yeah. You're how old?
55.
Shut the fuck
Wow.
up.
Okay, 50
No, you're
then.
not.
I'm 48. I'm 48.
48. You play a
Yeah.
harmonica like you've been playing the blues your whole life.
Oh, yeah, I was
God
homeless,
damn.
bro. Nah.
yeah.
I forgot
Take
where
it.
I learned, but I just picked it up and started playing it one day.
Did
and-
you put my harmonica in your pocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
bro.
stealing already? Oh, my God.
If it's the size of a lighter, I'm going to keep it.
Just stealing shit.
What the fuck? Why
where's
is
my
my
wallet?
remote control in your pocket?
I would like to know that.
Get my cat out of your pocket.
I think I sat on him. He's dead.
Oh, here, let me blow the horn to start the podcast. Ready? Here, you do. I'll match. Ready?
The king of Stupid Town arrives.
Welcome to another episode of B&EM with Jordan. Jordan is on assignment, on the road, top secret, and in her place we have the one, the only, my friend and yours, friend favorite, Brendan
I hate this.
Sagalow.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
You like Bobby Hill, man. Like Bobby
Yeah.
Hill.
Good.
That's every guy.
But
I
you're
lost
very
my
likable.
mind. I lost my mind a couple of weeks ago and just shaved my entire head. And
Did
now
you get a lot of hair?
no, I had like a head of hair, and then I fucking shaved it all. I didn't have what you got, but I shaved it all. Now all my comments on my videos on TikTok and stuff are like black teens being like, "Bobby Hill looking, eh?"
Well, with this red thing,
I look
and
like a cartoon.
you look like the no-go symbol from Ghostbusters.
Really?
That's what you
Yes.
look like.
On Ozempic.
That's nice.
Dude, your hair is glorious.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
great.
man.
Good God almighty. If only I could be 55 with that head of hair.
I know, man. I think I was ready to be a homeless man with this hair.
Well, you got the harmonica, the hair, 10 scarves on.
Do you get called out for like acting for like homeless guys and stuff, or like?
You know what? I wish that I would have had more roles. I don't. But I get called for the roles that, like, whatever, Artie Shafir,
Yeah.
him and I will go to the same parts.
Really?
Yeah. Because
In what world?
Because they wanted, they would call in everyone that looks like that, and I was
Right.
one of them. So there'll be like a light-skinned black guy with the same type of hair, and Artie and me. And
No shit. Oh, okay.
they would look for curly hair types.
Yeah. To
Ah.
what? Like no speaking roles though,
No
right?
speaking roles, and I think they just bring everybody, but they have someone in mind they want.
Right.
But they want to say, we saw everybody.
But you know what?
Yeah.
If somebody said, like, if you were in a role and they said that person is super Jewish with your accent, I'd believe it too.
I played a Jewish guy
Yeah.
in You People.
Oh, really?
My name was
Excuse me?
the main kid Sanchez. That was
What?
the character. I didn't know my character name till the end of the movie, bro. When I saw the credits, I played the Mensky, and I'm a Jonah Hill's cocaine dealer in the movie.
That's awesome.
Hilarious. I get called in for Jewish parts, but they don't
Really?
say, hey, be more Jewish. They'll be like, can you be more New York Upper East Side eccentric? And I'm like,
How do
uh-huh.
you do that?
And then I'll say something and be like, no, more anxious. And I'm like, uh-huh. And then finally they're like, can you just be a bagel?
Yeah.
Comics before me, I remember the comedian Gene Pompa, and he said he went to an audition, and he's very what that word you said, and
Homeless?
he
Jew? Jewish?
eccentric or
Oh, eccentric.
Eccentric. Yes.
so not more eccentric, more like when you don't look Latino, but you could be white or Russian.
Right. Right.
Oh.
So like you could be everybody.
What's
so
the
we'll
word
accept
for
you.
that?
Ambiguous.
Preferable.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous,
sorry.
yes.
Ambiguous.
So one time he was reading for a role, and they had the lady. He told me that the lady told him, "Could you she know how to say it, like to be more Mexican?"
Yeah.
Could you add more chorizo to it?
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Add more chorizo too.
And they go, what does that mean?
She was like, you nailed it.
I'm so jealous of that. I wish I had some sort of like accent, like some sort of like Mexican kind of like
Yeah, or
Hey.
from the or an accent like for like an accent that would people
something.
could just place it somewhere.
Yes.
So when I talk, people think because they only heard me speak like this, and they think it's like from Mexico, but then Mexicans complain.
I would think you were from some sort of like beanstalk down by the
Yeah,
equator
man.
or something. Like you
I
sound
thought you were from the top of a beanstalk.
Yeah.
I was
You
from
sound like
magical
such
beans I bought.
A giant that was created in a children's book. I
El
love that.
Gigante.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man,
should
but it's
be
like
in
East
every
LA
children's
accent.
movie.
It's like East Los Angeles
Yeah,
accent.
yeah.
Órale, vato, tú sabes.
Yeah, it's scary. You ever
I
get
took
your
an
shit
acting-
pushed in?
I took
Yes,
an-
man. In my neighborhood, if you're Vietnamese,
Yeah.
black, white, Asian, you fucking speak with my accent.
Oh wow.
Really? I don't know how they do it, but you're forced to speak like this.
I guess it's kind of like when white guys grow up in like the ghetto.
Oh man, like yeah, man. Like in my neighborhood, there was like 2 white people. One on this side, because our
cops?
neighborhood was filled for. I said 2. A cop didn't live in our neighborhood. There was 'cause our housing project was built for World War II veterans, and none of them accepted the housing there because it was bad lands. Only 2 neighbors, 2 guys, Lou Hazen and another guy named Bill something, and then on the other side was Mr. Hyde, and then further back it was another white couple. There was Jones, and that's it, bro. And all these and there was like I grew up with a guy who was a blood. He was from Aliso Village Brims, and he straight up looked like a white boy with blue eyes. And his brother was in a gang called Primera Flats, so he was in an all Mexican gang. This guy was in an all black gang, bro, as a blood in a predominantly Crip neighborhood, bro. And
Holy
he held
shit.
it down, bro. They used to call that
Terrifying.
motherfucker Snowman. And this guy, bro, like he didn't just gang bang. Like he'll go door to door in classrooms looking for Crips. And he was a
Jesus
white
Christ.
boy, bro. With a white boy with a fucking hat and a do-rag and a cane with a duck on it. Going to door,
A
bro.
cane
Like,
in high school?
bro, yeah, he was out of high school, bro. He's not even in high school.
Did he
He's not even in high school, bro.
When he was going around to
He
the
broke
classes?
into the school. He's like 20 years old, looking for 16-year-old kids.
See, if that was me, I'd incorporate the cane into my thing. I'd be like, quack, quack. Like,
What's up,
quack,
Chuck?
quack. What up? I'm on the attack.
You'd
Yeah,
have
man,
to
so
start killing people because nobody would respect you.
I know.
You'd be like, watch out for that quack guy, man.
I think his name was Johnny or something, yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
And wait, were you friends with him? Or
Yeah,
you just knew him in the neighborhood?
I was put it this way, man. I was walking in the hallway, going to the bathroom, and then that guy looks at him. Hey, man, hey, what's up, man? Aren't you Snowman? He goes, yeah, I'm Snowman. What up? And then he told me I'm looking for a guy named Bear. And I said, you know what class he is? And I knew what class he was, right? But I didn't want to tell him.
Yeah.
Because then he finds out that I ratted him out. But nah, man, he was just looking for people to beat up.
That's a cool thing to have, though, the cane, because if you are really scary, people hear that cane coming. They go, boom.
It was one of those hard brass duck canes.
Mhm.
The top opened up, and he had like his drugs inside and a little tube.
I was just at a mall this weekend, and they had a store called like Swords and Knives, and they had canes that you open them, and they had knives in them. And the store should have been called Dangerous Autism because those were the only people interested in that store. Me and a bunch of people that were on leashes. And I spent like an hour and a half inside of that
Do you know
store.
the history of all the swords? Since
No.
They have autism.
No.
I know a lot. Usually when somebody has autism, they have a lot of like information about
Yeah.
stuff nobody really cares about.
They want to know everything about it.
Yeah, like my friend, I don't know if he has autism, but you could tell him what year you were born and what date, and he knows exactly what day of the week that was.
That's awesome.
Now, we should be able to use these people for like beneficially, right? Like, it's
What-
weird to me that there's
I
just a
don't
bunch
know,
of people
man.
that have
It-
this superpower.
is that like
that are
a
just
code
walk-
cracker of
Those-
some sort?
Those
Like,
powers
gotta
are
be
not
something.
like good powers. Like who wants to hire a guy that could remember every World Series
Gotta be
winner?
something.
Yeah.
Because like you asked my friend Larry Bubbles Brown, who won the World Series in 1976.
Larry Bubbles Brown,
Murr.
amazing
Yes.
old school comic.
That's him.
Yes.
That's what I'm
oh
talking
my
about.
God.
Whoa.
Shout out Larry Bubbles Brown.
Murr.
Oh my
He does murr after every joke.
God.
So he tell him who won the World Series in 1976. It was the Yankees versus Dodgers. The Yankees won in 3 they took it out of 4 out of 8. You know, they know
Yeah.
exactly what they won.
Whoa.
and then
the
you're like,
score.
hey, do your taxes. Like, I don't know.
Here, man, can you
That's
send me
the kind of
a
autism I have.
for real? You give him a phone. He goes, can you send me an email? Oh, I don't know how. Let me
Yeah.
call Dana Carvey.
Whoa.
Dude, so wait, when you're growing up and there's guys like that in your neighborhood, are they like so scary that they don't have friends, or is everyone trying to be their friend? Or like, I'm just trying to navigate
Oh, this guy was
hilarious.
a
some
gang.
guy named like Snowball, or what was his name? Snowman.
He's in a gang, man. He's the only white dude in an all black gang. So
He's got friends.
usually like whatever, like if it's
Yeah, but if you had to like carpool with them,
oh fuck
would
no,
you
bro.
hang out with them, like, would you be like, I know you're a gangbanger, but do you want to play Nintendo this weekend? Is that
Right.
something that
Nah.
happens or no?
I remember being in a car with 2 gang members and driver's ed, and then those guys throw out their gang sign out of the car, and then a car starts following us all the way to school.
Jesus Christ, with the
That they wanna
driver's ed
shoot-
teacher?
They want to shoot us, yeah.
Oh my God.
When I was in
That's
elementary
fucking
school,
crazy.
that gang I was talking about, they would get into fights and shootouts with the Crips outside my elementary school that we wouldn't go outside. It would be like one of those rainy days where we're
Uh-huh.
inside the gym.
Right.
So we wouldn't go outside. It was bad.
Wow.
At any point where you're like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened? How did you not go down that path?
Well, I did go down that path, but I
Really?
got out at 22
Uh-huh.
years old. It was really, I was
Which is like old for that.
just
right?
old. You're right. It is old. You know what's up. You're a veteran already. Like all my friends,
Yeah.
they were jumped in at 12, 13, 14, and I didn't get jumped in until 19, 20. So I was already a
You're
dad.
like an unk at 20.
Yeah, I was already a dad, bro. I was
Really?
already- I was
Like,
a
go start a
veterano.
family, 20-year-old.
Yeah.
So you were a dad and you were like, I'm not making enough money. I got to get jumped in.
Yes. So I could sell drugs in the neighborhood without a problem.
Wow.
What's getting jumped in like? Is that like
They count.
how many punches they hit you with?
No,
or-
they count like
What do they get?
Oh,
The
like
neighborhood
time.
autistic kid to come in? Like, all right,
yeah.
start counting.
Yeah, they're like, we knew you were
I mean,
useful for
don't let him
something.
count. He stutters. Don't let him count. He can't even pronounce 13.
So they just start counting and you just get beaten and you
Yeah.
got to take it, or do you fight back?
No, you fight back. You fight
Yeah.
back. But it was because what happened was when I got jumped in, I was trying to like be in the gang without even like a hang around,
Yeah.
but without being like actually in it. Because we were kids, and there was an older guy in the gang, and he was going around. He had a list of dropouts that were not hanging out with the gang no more. So we were looking for them to the whole neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
to beat them up or
Yeah.
ask them, are you in or you out? And if they're in, you get another ass beating to remind them that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're out, of course, we just beat the shit out of you. So we were going around asking people, you in or you're out? I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay, beating. You're out, extra beating.
Can you?
So
can
I
they
was involved in
reschedule
the beatings, and I was not even in the gang, bro.
Wait, so you were beating people up and you weren't even
I
in
wasn't
the
even
gang?
in the gang, bro. So finally someone who got beat up figured it out. Because Felipe never,
Hilarious.
he never
yeah.
got jumped in. Batman never got jumped in.
What an
And I
asshole.
fucked up, bro, because as we started looking for more people, there was a bigger crowd. So by the time somebody said, hey, man, so what's up? You want to get jumped in now? I go, oh, man, we should have got jumped in the beginning of this. And now everybody that jumped is here. And they want retribution, man.
Oh, that's the
So we got a lot of
worst.
people with black eyes, people who are pissed.
Yeah, they're mad at you.
Because I told him where they were at. I know where these guys hang out at. I know where they're at. He's out there with his mom right now. He's coming out.
Oh, shit.
We caught a guy, bro, with his mom. They were going grocery shopping. And like he's there with his mom with a bunch of groceries, and they're walking home, and we're like 11 of us, bro, waiting for him gently to drop out his groceries to come out and take a beating, bro.
Uh-huh.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
when we finally got out, what's up, Batman? You want to get jumped in? And I
Your
I had
name was
to-
Batman?
Yeah, and I had to react fast, bro. And I saw the big guy, and it was Grimace. And I said,
What?
I said yes. So as soon as he said yes, I was hanging around with him. He was like my friend, you know. and he wasn't expecting me to do this. I said, I'm ready, man. He wasn't even looking. He was drinking something, and I just punched him in the face while he was drinking, and I knocked the bottle, his beer out of his hand, and I started beating the shit out of him. And then somebody hit me in the head twice. It hurt, but I just kept beating him, man. I just wanted to like beat up the biggest guy real bad, so later on, when they say, oh, we beat the shit out of him, and then look over at him. Yeah, but he beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So Batman beat up Grimace.
Yeah, bro.
And then Daffy came in.
Rubble.
And then the Hamburglar was like, not today.
Not today.
Whenever you would beat up people, would you say I'm Batman while you're doing it?
Oh, no, man. They know who did it.
Why were you called Batman?
Because I was a kid. All my friends, they had like real Batman shirts, from the store.
Yeah.
Kmart or whatever. But I had shirts that were like from the secondhand store, and it was like pajamas, bro. I wear secondhand pajamas. So I'm wearing the underoos, and it was like a faded Batman, and it was an underwear shirt, but it had Batman on it. And I wear it every day, bro, to it faded, to it was tight, to it looked like you, bro, tight. And the fuck? And I wear it every day, man. And I would write Batman everywhere.
Whoa.
And then they say, fuck it, Batman.
Who had the coolest nickname out of the whole group? Because Batman's cool, but is there any better than Batman?
I think one of the cool names I had was a guy. A guy was named. His name was Crazy Ace.
That's
I like that name.
That's a cool.
And there was
name.
a guy who had a name like in Spanish.
He's crazy ass.
Ready. It means ready. Like I'm ready.
Yeah.
In Spanish, it's called Listo. Listo. Listo.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was a cool name, Listo. The coolest name I ever thought in a gang was in a movie I saw where there was a bunch of Rays. And one of them name was Ray, Crazy Ray. And there was a black dude named Black Ray. And then
I like that, Crazy
And then
Ray.
a Jewish guy, Ray Rinsky. But the craziest one in the movie,
Yeah.
his name was Just Ray.
Whoa.
And I fuck yeah.
Yeah. How'd you
That's
get
a
just
badass
Was
name.
anyone in the gang like Turbo? That'd be a cool name, Turbo.
Hey,
like
somebody start
whispering
calling that guy
nicknames.
Cool
There was a
Pyro.
breakdancer named Turbo already, so nobody wanted to take that name.
Uh,
A famous breakdancer.
But
named
what would
Turbo.
our
essentially,
names
was any-
be?
Yeah, come up with some
Half
names.
Dead was one guy who was
Half
shot
Dead.
a bunch of times.
Whoa,
They call him Half Dead.
that's a
He was
cool
a
name.
crip. And there was a guy named
See, I'm not good at this. If they wanted to call me half dead, I'd be like, how about liver?
but the
Because I live a
craziest,
lot.
the craziest white boy in the gang, I think his name was Shamrock.
Oh, that's a cool name.
All right.
Irish fella.
Yeah, bro, he was a white guy. He was like, I was not from his gang, but I read about him on Wikipedia because I just
Yeah.
started Google gangs in my neighborhood, and this guy was.
You
one of the
can look up
craziest.
the gangs that are in your neighborhood.
Is there like a
on
Gangopedia?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. I always want to start an app that that tells you what, like, if you click, I'm on this street, and then it'll click the gangs that are in that neighborhood.
That's a
Like
great
the history
idea.
of the gangs or the gangs
The gangs with the
present?
history and where the gangs
Oh,
are,
that's
and what
cool.
street, what corner they're
Call
at.
it Google Earth.
Google what?
Google Earth.
Earth.
It's because the way black guys will say Earth, sometimes they'll go Earth.
I don't know.
All right, well.
Kind of like you betcha, right?
Yeah. The white one could be, you betcha.
And or what the other guy says, hamburger.
Hamburger. He rules.
By the way, that's Norm Macdonald's favorite comic.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
opened for him years ago at the
Hamburger?
Laugh House where I started at in Philly. Yeah.
Did he wear the hat?
Yeah, of course.
Ham-
That's
Alonzo
funny you say
Hamburger
that. I get
Jones.
it now, Earth.
Yeah.
Because I work with a funny guy from Minnesota, and he has a joke like that. Chuck Bartel.
What's the joke?
Oh,
Can you say
man.
it, or will it like, are you going to burn it here?
Oh, man, he's a dark comic, man. He opens up for Tom Papa, but I got him now. He's so dark. This guy has no email, no Facebook, no nothing,
Whoa,
bro. He's like
whoa.
missing in action.
That's cool.
Flip
He
phone?
has a joke where he says that his closer is the police pulled me over, and I looked at the cop and I said, don't you have some minorities to harass right now? And then I made a reach to his gun and pull back. We both had a big laugh. He has the jokes in that, bro. Shout out to Chuck Bartel. Chuck Bartel. Bro, this shit is dark, bro. He said he got kicked out of a Chinese restaurant because he forgot his glasses. He was squinting at the menu. So the Murph joke, he has one. But fuck, I can't remember it, bro. Oh man, I forgot where it goes, man. But he has a very dark sense of humor, bro. Like he says that Chuck Bartel, I hope you don't get mad, but you have no email, you have no Facebook, and your album you put out, you said, well, this kid did this is how crazy he is. He did a comedy album in auto-tune.
That's awesome.
Dude, we gotta get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
You should, bro.
That's
if you can find him,
great.
he goes, that's the way the and he dressed up for the special. He dressed up like a Martian, bro. Like he looked like the menagerie, bro. Big ass face.
That's awesome.
And he
dude.
wore a long gown, a long chain. How you guys doing today, man? That's the way
Is he
did.
killing in this though? Like, can the crowd like move past that it's an auto tune? Like, this is
well, the album is
hilarious.
an auto tune, bro. It's only audio.
Oh,
So yeah.
so it wasn't like a live.
No, it was a live show, but he did it when he recorded the audio.
When
so
he
he did-
edited it, he did it
Yeah.
in auto-tune.
so he didn't even have to do that.
Oh man, we should
hilarious.
remember the mirth joke he does. Oh my god, it's so
Call
funny.
him up.
Oh, I can't have
He
no
doesn't
number.
have a phone.
I gotta call 10 comedy clubs to get his phone number now.
That's fucking awesome.
So when you were like running around with these guys
You
when
can
you were younger,
light up if you want. You guys can smoke weed.
You have
if
water?
want. Water?
Oh, yeah. Aren't
Do we
there
have water
some
in
the
there?
Fridge right there.
No. You want me to go get you a water?
No, I'm good. Then I'll just hold on.
He's got one.
Yeah, he'll go grab you a water.
Were these guys that you were running with? Were they like in a blood crip thing, or is it like
No,
just like, whatever?
that blood gang was Aliso Village Brims, and they were like maybe 1977 to 1983. 88.
And how old were you during this time?
I was like, little, bro. Watching everything go down. I used to hear gunshots like Beirut all night long,
Dude.
bro. And
Oh my god!
then the ambulance. And yeah, man.
Well, at least
So how the hell did you
Helicopters.
make it out?
Oh, Father Greg Boyle
Yeah?
is a priest out of my neighborhood. He would like see. It's funny, man. He was like you know how you have people who they rescue dogs or they rescue animals
Yeah.
who are in trouble. Father Greg Boyle would drive around with his van from church, and he'll see like a random gang member, and he goes, "Hey, homie, you're in the wrong hood," and then he'll put him in a van and take him back to his neighborhood so he won't get killed.
Whoa!
And he'll do that all night and like grab different gang members.
And people respected it because he was a
Respected him.
priest.
They didn't shoot up the van. One time he picked me up when I was drunk, and I woke up in the church rectory, bro.
Wow!
Holy shit.
So he put me in rehab, man, and saved my life. A lot of my
Wow.
friends were murdered by each other, and yeah, man, a lot of people ended up America's Most Wanted.
Whoa.
I had a friend that he made it in America's Most Wanted, man. Like he murdered a guy on video, and it's out there, but he's in prison now.
Whoa.
He was in the top 10 most wanted people in America, bro, with Obama. I'm sorry, Osama bin Laden.
No. You had it the first time, brother. I was a war criminal.
Osama bin Laden. I
But in
the
that
Irish
world,
guy.
in that world, is that not like, hey, I made it?
I
Right?
made it, bro.
I'm-
Like I made it as
That's
soon
new
as
faces.
people make it out of that neighborhood as soon as they move out and get a job.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that grew up out there, they made it in their own way. I know that guy. I never met him, but I know he grew up there. Taboo from, I got a feeling that tonight's gonna
It'd be a good night.
Yeah.
No.
Let's get it started. Black Eyed Peas.
Yes.
He grew up in the Taboo from Black Eyed Peas. He grew up in my housing project, and Will.i.am, he grew up in another housing projects where he was the only black guy in a all Mexican neighborhood.
No shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it was cool, man. But I was always that kid who, even though I was part of the neighborhood, I didn't like the stuff that they were into. Like
Yeah.
I didn't dress like a bald head and
Right.
khakis.
Right.
I had long hair, bro. I had long hair. I had skater hair, and all this was gone. and I just had my long hair, but I had white T-shirt, my khaki, and my Converse. But I was never like an actual bald guy.
Right.
And I was always into different things that they were not into, man. Like I was into skating, and they were not into that skating, man. I was into stand-up comedy, and they weren't. You know, they didn't care for that stuff. They were just
They didn't really
crazy
care to
kids selling
laugh.
crack. You know,
Yeah.
Were there any like skate parks in your area that were like?
never. There was a skate park in my neighborhood, so they built one at Hollenbeck Park, and I think it was P-Rod. He built it.
Oh, P-Rod,
nice.
no
Yeah,
way.
Yeah, that's
$1 million.
cool.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Big skate park in the neighborhood. But before we would just go to skate at downtown LA, bro. I had that album, bro, Skate and Destroy. You know, the
Oh,
one, the
that's
VHS.
cool, yeah.
Remember that
Uh-huh.
one?
Yeah.
And my brother was a big time thief, and he used to go to a place out of our neighborhood, like a nice neighborhood, and he would steal his skateboards from the kids who were
It's
buying
like the
skateboards.
easiest thing to steal too, right?
Yeah.
My brother would just walk up to kids who just bought brand new skateboards right outside the door and go, "Give me that fucking skateboard." And they would give it to him.
Would he have a weapon on him? or
No, he
anything
was
like
just
that?
mean.
He was just
No,
scary.
it was just like the
And
honor
these kids were
system.
14, 13, bro. My brother's 16, 17, bro.
Oh, my God.
Give me that fucking skateboard. And then like they'll just hand it over, and my brother will hop on a bus with 10 skateboards and he'll go back to
Jesus.
the neighborhood and sell them for like
Whoa.
they were $80, I guess. My brother was selling for 30.
Oh, that's great. How
Wow.
how do you become a pro thief? Like, how far does that go? I know there's like breaking and enterings and stealing skateboards and stuff like that, but is there any like? I'm picturing your brother like opening glass, like
Nah,
you know.
he wasn't that smart, because if he was smart, he would have just broke into the skateboard store and took
Right.
all the skateboards.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
But he
he
was
was
just
Or got the
witnesses
shipping,
over
the
and
trucking company.
Oh, yeah,
before they
man,
hit
or
the
find
shop.
out where those kids live, and they take all the skateboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a guy that time in my neighborhood. There was a guy named Louis, and he was a professional burglar, bro. I remember one time he owed me $50, and I needed $50 right now. And then he goes, "I'll get it right now. Hold on." And he went to his house and he put on a hazmat hat and an orange vest, and he walked me and he went into a place where a city lot where only city workers go in there. And he went in there and stole a car, bro. And he took it out, and then he sold the tires from the car, and he paid me
What did he make from that?
nothing, bro. He owed me $50.
Yeah, he didn't want to be in debt to Batman.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
He
me?
sold all
That's
of it.
Batman,
Yeah.
dude. You don't fuck with
He sold all
Batman.
those tires for just $50.
Yeah,
and
bro.
then
You
gave it
gotta
to
get
you?
rid of them fast, bro. You're not gonna try to make a profit. You know, everything you make when you steal something is 100% profit already.
That's
It's not like
crazy,
you pay
bro.
$7 to get inside the lot,
Right.
and then somebody else you pay another $10 to get the truck. No, you took everything. It's all yours.
That
100%
amazes me.
profit. But this guy was funny though. He will break into like this place called Happy Tom's. It was like a little diner inside the industrial warehouses where we lived, and he will break in there, make like 5 hamburgers, clean everything up, and then go sell the hamburgers to us. And then
That's
he'll
nice
go,
he cleaned it up.
yeah, he will always do that, bro. He'll break into the vents, and then he'll clean everything up. But every time he did it like 3 times, and then after a while he stopped, and then he went back, and he left him a note. I struck again.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. The Hamburglar is at it again.
Yeah.
It was funny, bro. It was funny, man. My brother, right? And then one time he was mad at me one time. I go, "Why are you so mad at me?" Bro, your fucking brother, according to my mom, brought the devil to our house.
What?
I go, "What do you mean about the devil to my house?" Your brother and my nephew were going at it. When they were fighting, nah, man, they were fucking having sex. They were like butt wild, bro, going crazy, experimenting, and they were butt naked,
What the
having
fuck?
sex, bro, going at it.
Wait. Your brother
Yeah,
and his nephew,
yeah,
by blood,
same age.
same age, having sex, and they blamed it on
my
you,
brother.
on your brother.
Yeah, because the mom
being-
caught them. I don't know. I guess now we know who the top, So, but they were going at it, bro, like going at it. And but this funny, man, he came up to me like the ultimate sin. I felt like if I would have been smarter like I am now, I looked at him like, bro, you break into shit.
Yeah.
You're just breaking into ass. No one's getting hurt here. Nobody's
After he came, did he leave a note on his back that said, "I struck again"?
in Spanish. Otra vez.
Strike.
Otra vez, mi amigo.
Otra vez.
He goes, "Oh, I'm striking.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's funny, man. And then because my brother and that dude, they were like professional thieves too, bro.
Yeah, stealing
These
that
guys
booty.
will steal, bro, and then they would steal. They were professional, like they would steal clothing, like real nice clothing from Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
They would go to Melrose and take nice clothing, and then they would come home, and they would have like they'll do this crazy fashion show, bro. Like, and today we have this jacket. Señora, this jacket is normally $200, $40.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds great.
They loved them. They were funny guys. They were flamboyant. They were funny, and they were thieves, bro. They were good thieves.
That's
Wow.
awesome. I would love to.
And
have seen that.
they respected them. And then the other guy, I won't say the name. The other guy, when I came out of rehab, I was shopping. I was with my father. I was shopping. And we saw my brother, the one he was caught with, and he was a full-on beautiful woman, bro. Beautiful woman with a big boobs, pretty face. He was always pretty. And then my dad looks at me like this, and I almost told I said it under my breath, I guess my brother's not gonna like him no more. They were good kids, man. They were good kids.
God damn.
You wanna
A
smoke
big
blunt?
blood, god damn.
Jesus Christ,
Okay.
bud. Is
Come
that
in
just
Bruce
for you?
Banner.
What
Well, I
the
was gonna
hell?
share it.
Go. I'll be over here.
I have one too with hash here somewhere.
That looks like mushrooms.
Yeah, man. They got some weird weed here in New York.
Oh yeah, where'd you get that?
Over there on 37th and 8th.
You like just a store?
A
Just
store.
went to a store.
Do you
He goes,
buy them from
25
stores
bucks
now?
I buy them. My I have a dealer in my like building,
That's
which rules.
Is it good
crazy.
weed?
Yeah, I think so. I get. You want to say?
Yeah, because the guy I bought it with, it was like a guy that looks like he had a store, but then you go inside, Nestle Crunch, but then you get closer, like Nestle Dabs, you know?
Yeah. You can always tell it's a store because it'll be a candy, but it's called like instead of Skittles, it'll be like Zittles or
Yeah,
something. You're like,
Zittles.
oh, that's weed.
Hey, everybody, it's that time of year. If you're feeling overwhelmed, the last thing you want to do is stress out about finding a therapist. That's why Rula is here to help you find the right therapist at the right price. Rula takes most insurance plans, so instead of paying out of pocket, you could pay as little as $15 per session. So there's no excuse. Therapy is very helpful, and I say this as a hypocrite because I have not gone for the last 2 weeks, and maybe that's why I'm feeling in a rut, but what do you know? I'll fix it. Anyway, getting started is easy. Answer some questions about what you're looking for, and Rula will match you with an in-network provider. Book your first session as soon as the very next day. Thousands have already trusted Rula to support them on their journey toward improved mental health and overall well-being. Head on over to Rula.com/Ian to get started today. Support the show and tell them our show sent you. That's Rula, RULA.com/IAN, and take the first step towards better mental health today. You deserve quality care from someone who cares. You're fine. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's about time I talk about my favorite thing, and that is BlueChew. That's right, BlueChew. Chew it up, yummy, yum, yum, yum. Time for my dick to work. Have some fun. The tablets are chewable, come in a new mint flavor option. That's nice because usually I have to chew gum afterwards because it tastes like icky blue and can be taken any time of the day or night, although I suggest taking it right before you're about to have zoom fun because otherwise, just trust me, I've done it earlier in the day and it doesn't work out in your favor. So take it 15 minutes prior, unless this is some new type of chew they got. But the kind I've been getting, you take it right before you're about to have some fun and you'll fuck like a king. But try it out. That's all you got to do. Try it out. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. I've gotten friends hooked on it, and I should not say that phrase but I've gotten friends into BlueChew and they swear by it because without it, your thing doesn't work. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. As a special deal for Bein Ian listeners, try your first month of BlueChew free when you use promo code SKA. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code SKA. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And thank you, BlueChew, for sponsoring the show and making me feel like a man again. I feel like a man a lot. My wiener does work, but the BlueChew helps a lot. Promo code Ian. SKA. Promo code SKA. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
You know, $25 an eighth. And I always get scared when somebody says $25 an eighth. Because right away in my head, it clicks. It's the worst weed this guy's selling me for $25 an eighth.
Oh, yeah.
Or when I'm in Denver and I see those billboards, $50 for an ounce. Hey, man, keep that shit.
Yeah.
Keep that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You keep that cancer away from me.
Yeah.
I'm like Joey Diaz, cocksucker.
Oh, my God, Joey.
About the he-he's and the ha-has.
Joey, it's so good to see you. Thank you for
Fuck
doing the
around, bro, little deal.
That's
You know, I'm
great.
part Jewish, you know. I keep my money under the mattress. Bro, I'll give you a Joe Diaz story. Just give me a year, bro. That's how he starts. Give me any year.
1982.
Bro, 1988, we were going to the Iron Maiden concert. It was me and Vinny. No, not Vinny. Tony La Russa. You know, his father, he told me a Jew story right away. And we were trying to get in, right?
Damn.
So, man, we saw this woman with a wig, and we stole her wig, and we sold the wig.
Dude, I listened to his book. His book was great.
1492, it was me in Columbus, right? We saw these fucking savages. We went crazy, right? Listen to me.
Dude, Joey Diaz is like historical figures. 1776.
It was 1776. It was me and the first Americans. I was locked up in a fucking in a British Navy ship.
That's fucking great.
Bro, the first story I ever heard was this. I used to heckle him, bro, because he would never do a joke I like. I would want to hear this joke, so I would get drunk when I was drinking at the comic, and I would go to the back of the comedy store in the back, waiting for Joe Diaz to go up at midnight, and he finally went up, he's about to show his balls. Teabag! Do the fucking teabag joke. Listen, you fucking cocksucker, I'm trying to do a fucking good set right here. I went up on stage one time before him and I said, I'm sweating up here like Joe Diaz showcasing for Disney. Then he went up on stage after me, he goes, I'm sweating up here like Felipe Esparza trying out a new joke in front of Carlos Mencia. So this guy has weed. Every time he has weed, it's always like he has a reference to it, like this joint. Oh, this is the weed that the insurrection guy smoked before the insurrection, January 6th.
Yeah, dude. I had to fix it with a joint.
This is the weed
paper.
that Chris Brown smoked before he flashed Aaliyah.
Yeah, dude.
So, what are they talking about? That's right, cocksucker said about the he's and the ha-ha teabag joke. So we all out, teabag joke. Shut the fuck up with a fucking teabag joke, Mexicans. Shut the fuck up. Come on, please do it. And then he'll finally do it. He goes, he don't do it no more. Jeep. I have a girlfriend who's a stripper. Every once in a while, she walks around naked. You know, it's awesome. But then sometimes she's on her period and she has a little fuse hanging out. I don't know where to light it or pull it. So one day she's asleep. It's like a tea bag hanging out of her vagina, right? So I'm playing with a tea bag with the cat. It was pussy against pussy.
1948.
It was 1948, bro. I was taking a Greyhound bus to Boston. I had this fucking runaway chick give me a blowjob all the way to Boston. How'd you get your blowjob? Oh, bro, she was a runaway, bro. You buy her a hamburger, they fall in love with you. How did you know she was a runaway? The red eyes and the backpack from crying all night.
I like it being historical figures. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that voice.
I know, right? Because he'll do it, bro. Like, let me tell you something, bro.
Yeah.
There's a mellow Joe. Let me tell you something, bro. It was 1976. I'm going to call him up to say, Vino. It was 1887, man. I was in the back with Lincoln, right? I told them, don't wear the hat. They're gonna find out who you are.
Wait, you mean the ghost of Lincoln?
When did Lincoln get shot?
Because I took acting class with a murderer.
Wait, what year did Lincoln get shot? It's 1865.
I thought 1887, bro.
Uh-oh.
That's funny. I have a podcast called History for Fools.
Wait, you may be right, and I may be.
I know the war
fucking
ended in
estúpido.
1857. I think.
Right.
No, he didn't get shot in 1887. He got shot in 18 whatever.
1865.
Oh, way off.
1865.
It was 1865, man. I was
1865.
I was with my. I was
do
in
it.
charge of the. I was in charge of the black troops. The Black Union.
That it's so frustrating to not be able to do it because
I can't.
So
hold
many
on, let me try.
hilarious
Hold on.
bits.
1984, cocksucker.
Dude, Joey Diaz is Anne Frank.
I was doing both and Frank, bro.
We couldn't say anything. You know how hard it was to keep that bitch quiet when I was fucking her from behind?
She kept scratching notes on the wall.
Turns out years later, she said she's a bisexual. I didn't see you eating no pussy.
I didn't know, man. I was gonna fuck her anyways. Bro, one time he was doing a joke, bro, and he was doing it's a little subtle thing he does on the way to the story that
He's a
makes
genius,
you laugh,
dude.
bro. Like, so I was fucking this chick, right? One of them was amazing, but the other one looked like Van Gogh, and he'll do this.
Yeah, this shit's coming out. The ass of this.
I don't know how. So, had you ever done this podcast, The Church of What's Happening Now?
Yeah, bro. I was there when I was at the podcast, Church of What's Happening Now, when they're in LA, and I was in a podcast when they lost their studios because we were like loud and we were smoking, and this lady next door, I'm tired of you guys smoking weed and talking all that nasty stuff, ma'am. This is our show. It's an artistic show.
Yeah.
Joe Diaz saying that, man, with fucking saliva on the side of his mouth, dry mouth, farts smell from fucking Lee Sy coming out of the room.
Oh my God, Lee. Shout out, Lee. You're the man. So wait, hold on. How? Because I haven't smoked weed in 10 years.
Really? You didn't smoke weed when this story was?
Nah, man, I'm totally sober.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm sober too.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
Yeah, no.
Hollywood
How long's it
sober.
been since you got since you had a drink? How long?
2009.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been sober 10 years one time, went back, and then I was the longest I've been sober. Right, Lisa? Wow. Hey, Maron.
That's huge, dude.
It was
Yeah.
1987, cocksuckers. My uncle gave me a Budweiser, salmon in his lap.
I'm on 4 years no drinking, except for the little snafu. What am I trying to say? Snafu
Oh yeah.
on St. Patrick's Day, where
So
I
how
shit
do you
my
guys
pants.
not? When you smoke weed all the time, but you are an alcoholic, how do you not eventually be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking?
I don't like drink. I like drinking, but I started drinking first before I started smoking marijuana. But man, if I start drinking right now, like in my mind, it's already made up to do crack or to do heroin or to do any type of drug.
You go from drinking to coke to anything.
And
Like,
you do that too? Just
no, not crack, but
Coke?
definitely cocaine.
Yes.
Wow, he drank and FaceTimed a bunch of people he wasn't really friends
See,
with.
yeah.
I get
so
really like
glad.
nostalgic.
Far
I
worse.
call my
I'm
friends.
so
I'm like,
glad.
I'm back, motherfuckers.
I'm so glad that I don't do it during social media times because I would have.
Oh, dude.
Bro,
When I was coked out one time on social media, and I knew like all my friends knew I was on coke because I was trying to find coke on Facebook, and I remember I was trying to
The
find
marketplace?
comics, MySpace. I was trying to find comics that were doing drugs. I was doing like cocaine references, and at like 2 a.m. Anybody watching Scarface right now?
shut the fuck up. I'd love to go on a ski trip.
Hint. Yeah, with a little ski guy, a little ski emoji, and a nose.
What's
Oh
your
my
favorite
God.
part of the Blow movie? The middle or the end? Dude,
This is the last time I got fucked up. I took a selfie of me doing coke to send to a friend because I was trying to get her to hang out, and I was taking selfies and being like, "Look, I'm having fun." And this is
You sent this to a woman that you wanted to have sex with?
no. We were just buddies.
Oh.
We were like coke buddies.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh my God, you're like Al Magico on meth.
This
It
was
what year?
10 years ago, April 2015.
It was 2015, cocksucker. This little Jew came up to me and asked me for a little bag. I said, listen, man, you got to think about your comedy, Ian. Don't fuck around.
I like this.
Don't fuck around, bro.
I like
one.
this.
Don't put
That's
your
a
career
good
away
one.
like Chet Baker, bro.
You're right, Joey. You're right. You saved me, Joey.
Every time
Bro.
you feel down, you should call him and be like, can
Yeah.
you give me a speech in Coco Diaz?
Bro, I was up all night, bro, with in San Antonio, and I couldn't sleep because I did too much blow. And I said, I call up Joe Diaz, right? He goes, just let me tell you, bro, do some push-ups. Go to sleep. Okay, Jacqueline.
She just fucking gagged out.
But it's weird, like the way Joe Diaz thinks, bro. Have you ever seen him talk about the banana? No, he's literally talking to Joe Rogan about health, bro. And he goes, and then Joe Rogan like, what? Really, Joey? Well, that's true.
That's
Oh my God, Jamie, look it up. And he goes, nah, Joey, Joe, let me tell you, Joe, I know UFC, you're fucking around, but let me tell you, man, when you put a banana in a blender, it has more calories. That's why you gotta eat it plain. And nobody questioned him, bro. I mean, you question flat Earth, but you're not gonna question this.
Yeah.
When you put a banana in a blender, it has more calories.
Is that true?
What do you put in the blender with that? A Snickers? Chocolate milk? A baby?
I bet that is true, though.
No,
just to play
there's
devil's
no way
advocate.
that's
I bet
Fat
there's
boy
a bit of
myth, bro.
that's true.
That is not true. No way that's true.
You put a banana in a blender, bro. More calories.
Dude, how would you do that show and take, what was the highest amount of, like, I couldn't imagine taking one blunt to the face
Well, you took
on a
those
podcast,
stars, right?
let alone those stars
Like
of
Joey's
death.
got
like,
those star.
how does that
edibles.
not wig you out into a place of like public suicide?
I don't know what he's doing, man. I never taken that much edibles to be like that, but I taken edibles to be paranoid.
Yeah, you like getting scared.
But the first time I did edibles, I was paranoid because I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah,
Because it took forever, and then I'm at the bank, and I'm talking to a friend, and then I feel like this like a fever, a heat
Mm-hmm.
coming out of my back, and I start sweating. I don't know what's going on, and then when I was coming out of the bank, I reversed, and I crashed into the Bank of America sign right there on Silver Lake on Glendale Boulevard.
yeah.
That dent is mine, bro. And if you see a dent on that pole, it's me.
Dude.
And then my Montero, bro. And then when I hit it, I was like, what happened? I thought somebody hit me. Then I started laughing. I go, oh yeah, it's the marijuana.
Yeah,
And I just drove back home laughing.
dude, those things. How many
It was
milligrams? Was that?
2004, cocksucker. I don't know, man. I put a whole quarter in a box of brownies, and I made a tray.
Sometimes when you get too high, you just have to kind of like flow into it. You have to accept it. So if you take like a 200 milligram weed edible, you have to just be like, you have to just fall into it.
That's a lot, dude. That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I don't do that.
That's a lot. I did that one time on a plane, because I was on a plane,
What?
and I had like a bunch of pills that are 200 milligrams.
That's the worst place to take that.
Yeah, and I wanted to like be high through the whole plane, 11-hour flight. So I was just taking them. I would take one, and then I took another one, and then by the time we landed, I took two, and it was too late. They all hit me at once,
Oh my
and
god.
the guy at the Netherlands Border Patrol Customs,
Oh my god.
he goes, mate, you have any to declare?
I'm high as shit.
And then my wife tapped me. Did you see a fucking edible, huh?
Dude.
He goes, it was the World War II bombing in Rotterdam. It was 1953. Nah.
Customs is scary, man. Every time I go through customs, I'm always like, I for some reason lie to them. Like especially if I'm
Dude,
going for work,
that-
I'll be like, it's not for work. I'm visiting friends.
Well, years ago, if you were going to Canada, you had to lie and say that you couldn't say that you were working because you had to have a work visa and all this fucking legal contracts you had to sign in order to work there. And then they changed that. And because I know I went to Canada a couple years ago and I had to lie and say I was visiting a friend because I didn't have the work visa, XYZ. And then apparently that changed and I forgot. And the last time I went over, I could have been like, oh yeah, I'm working at the comedy club. But instead, at the last second, I panicked and they go, what are you doing here? I go, visiting a friend. And they go, why don't you come this way? And I was like, oh, fuck. So then I just lied. And thank God.
Why'd they bring you to a fucking place?
No, they brought me over to like another guy for an interview. You know how like you see the first guy and then you go to the second guy?
Yeah.
Immediately they were like, okay, let's go over here. And I guess I felt paranoid because I had just lied.
You admit to them?
So I was like, I'm a fat liar. I'm sorry.
You guys, I'm so sorry.
No, I was just like, I'm visiting
lied.
my best friend. I'm meeting my niece and nephew for the first time. And they go, niece and nephew? I thought you said best friend. And then this is where I got him. I go, well, you know how like when your parents are best friends with someone, so you call their best friend an uncle, but it's not blood related. Well, I'm Uncle Dan. And they were like, oh, and what's the name? And I go, Bill Bonner. And they go, all right, fine.
Dude, it's so funny, like the fucking web of lies we create to customs. I told them I was going through to Canada and they were like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm visiting camp friends. I said camp friends. And they were like, sleepover camp? They were like, camp? I was like, yeah, sleepover. And they actually go, so you went to a camp in America and you had Canadian friends that went to the camp? And I went, oh no, they're the counselors. And they were like, what? And they went, what do you do? And I went, I'm a journalist. I told them I was a journalist.
Shut up. Are you serious?
I told them I was a journalist that had things written up in the New York Times.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not fucking lying. I'm not lying.
This is not true.
I'm not lying. I told them all of this. Yeah. They were like, what do you do? I said I'm a
20 cops. I was there. We were at the border.
I was a fucking, yeah.
What if they were like, let's look up one of your articles?
Well, then we'd be at a stalemate. We'd have a big problem if that was the case.
I had when I was going with I think one time I was going to Russell Peters, and I had no problem. I went there for just for laughs before in 05, but then I was opening up for Russell Peters, and I flew in, no problem. But one time they asked me, "Have you ever been arrested?" And I was arrested, but I had it was one of those.
But you weren't convicted?
I was not convicted, but I went back. It was a DA reject. Like they turned it down. Like the judge didn't want to pick it up because not enough evidence. So I was scot-free, right? But something else kept coming up, but I didn't know what it was. So this time they took me away, right? They put me in a cell with a bunch of Pakistani, Indian people and brown people, and a bunch of people who were like you, bro, like Russian fools. A shitload of Russians, bro. And I was in there, bro, like, okay, 1 hour, I already missed my flight. 2 hours, 3.
Whoa.
Then I finally said, you know what? I started hanging out with the brown people now. So I started hanging around sitting with the Pakistanians and the Indians. And I was not with them, but I was in their group already. But I was already in prison mode, bro. I was already like, if it was going to be 7 more hours, I was going to try to convince those brown people to pick a fight with all the Russians all at once. There were like 7 of them, and it was like 10 of us. So I was like, and I was already like, if they're gonna take us, I said we got to go beat up those Russian guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you're in holding.
And then
you
I
don't
said,
have to do
like,
this.
Then I was like,
in jail.
In mode, I was like, okay, we're gonna beat up those Russians. They're gonna kick our ass, but then we're gonna beat them up. We're gonna fight them again. They're gonna beat our ass, but it's okay. By the time we get to the real prison or real jail, we're gonna have a rep not to fuck with these brown motherfuckers. Because they will not stop fighting. That's all I wanted, bro.
Dude.
I wanted a rep before they take us wherever they're going to take us to.
And what'd they say when you pitched this to them?
Oh, I never got a chance to pitch it, bro. They fucking called my name. I looked at them and said, man, assalamu alaikum, bro.
Yeah.
Wa alaikum salam. And I'm out of here, bro.
Yeah.
But what happened was when I did my American citizenship test and American citizenship, they had an FBI background check, CIA, all that shit. My brother committed a bunch of crimes in my name, and he had built a bad record with my name, which I didn't know, and this problem followed me through my whole life. When they came back, the the criminal record, I had a deport on site status on me.
Wow.
Like they could like if the cop would have ran my name, he would have automatically had to take me to an ICE agent so they could process me and put me in a prison.
Whoa.
Because my brother had committed like so many crimes already that he had a deport on site on him already. Because he committed a crime, did the time on my name probably, was supposed to go to court, parole, didn't do it, committed more crimes, and built up a bunch of bench warrants.
Yeah.
And you didn't know
I didn't
that
know,
he was
bro.
using your name.
No, I didn't know till I was on Last Comic Standing, 2010. They did that guy from NBC, the lawyer and the private investigators, they investigated all of us. And they told me, you have 2 outstanding arrest warrants on you right now. Like 1 arrest on site and 1 bench warrant. And I went like this. It wasn't me, man. DA reject, right? No, really, they're on you. They want you because they could have pretty much. They know you're here. They could come get you.
Whoa.
And I said it was 1978. my brother. My brother don't have a Facebook, an Instagram, a MySpace. Never had an email back then, so I had to call his daughter to send me a photo of him, and she found a photo somewhere, a Polaroid, and the private investigator compared that photo to the arresting photo, and it wasn't me.
Wow, that's great.
But now that I'm American citizen, I'm clean. But I didn't know that my brother did much bad stuff.
How do you commit crimes in another person's name? Like
They pull you over,
Yeah.
and you have no ID, and you know the guy's birth date, and you know his
Social
social security number, and that's all they care.
oh wow. Damn.
Because I got arrested before. That's one of my bits. But one time I used a fake name, and they arrested me for that fake name.
Yeah.
I used my brother's name one time. He had a
I
warrant.
used a fake name once, really low level version of that, but I got on the bus without buying a ticket, and they were going to give me a ticket for that, and they asked what my name was, and I said it was Paul. I said it was a buddy of mine, like full name Paul.
And what happened?
I don't know.
Did they find out it was you?
I have no.
They
fucking
believed they were
idea.
like, "You're a Paul."
I have no idea, dude. I think I paid the ticket, but there might be a ticket
So
under
wait.
Paul's name.
The amount of panic that must have been going through you at
Well, I
that
didn't
moment,
know.
right? But when they said, "Hey, on site, you get deported right now,"
I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
yeah. So, like, what are you doing in that moment? Are you
I'm
like,
like-
are they
I'm like-
working with you, or are they like, Felipe, you gotta go? Were they on your side to try to help you out?
I'm taking a citizenship test. So yeah, man, with a lawyer, I had remember immigration lawyer, and he filed all these motions, and cleared my name. That wasn't me.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
And that's
imagine.
all it took was a picture,
Yeah, no, but that was for Last Comic Standing.
right?
When I showed him the picture, the private investigator said, "Oh, that's not you." But he don't work for the courts. He didn't go to process me and clear me.
Mhm.
That's not his job. His job was just making sure Felipe is not a criminal on the show.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to have a fucking criminal on the show on television,
right.
and people say
Right.
that's the guy who robbed me, who didn't
Right.
get arrested.
Who else did they have on Last Comic Standing when you?
Oh
did
man, all the killers, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody,
that was like the
everybody
year,
made
right?
it.
it? Wow.
Cristela Alonso, she got her own sitcom. Tiffany Haddish,
Yeah.
that real funny lady from the roast
Oh.
with the
Nikki?
nice dresses,
Huh? Nikki Glazer.
Nikki Glazer.
Oh,
yeah, she was on.
That's such a fun way to describe it.
And she was man, she fucking so very successful.
Yeah.
And Rory
Scoble.
not Little
All the-
Rel.
Oh, Lil Rel.
Little Rel was on, and
Whoa.
Kurt Metzger,
Oh, great. It's a
and,
killer lineup. Who
the
won
late
that year?
Mike DeStefano.
Did you win that year?
Hell yeah, beat their asses, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No
Hell
shit.
yeah.
I won, bro, $250,000.
Dude.
And the next day, my son's mom filed for child support, bro. I was in bad shape on that show, bro.
Were you?
Yeah,
Oh, my
bro. I was in
God.
bad shape. I had just sobered up a year ago.
Oh,
Luckily, my
God,
wife
dude.
was like helping me out, and but we had to write down all our jokes on word for word. Even if you're gonna say "What's up, everyone," that has to be written down.
That's
Really?
crazy.
and then
that's wild.
another lawyer will make sure that you're not pissing off the advertisers of
Yeah.
NBC, because I know that another guy, Roy Wills Jr., he had a funny joke about Wendy's, and he had to change it to fast food chain in America,
Ugh.
a burger stand in America.
Oh,
Really?
just like generic name
Yeah.
for something.
But a lot of people were not following the rules, as far as like being clean. And there was one comic who I would say that he was pretty much ahead of his time, bro, as far as his stand up and his attitude. He would have been a big star, man. Like a lot of comics are their style, their comedy style is that style where they know like Mike DeStefano.
Oh wow, yeah.
Mike DeStefano,
He's one of the best.
bro.
Yeah.
He opened up in San Francisco. First words out of his mouth. I knew there was a lot of gays here in San Francisco, but I tripped over 2 dicks on the way in here.
Damn, he was great, man.
So you're saying he got in trouble on the show?
No, he was like he was saying he was free. He was a mature comic. He was like they'll tell him not to say this, and he'll just say yeah,
He'll be like, all right.
and then do it.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was 46, 44.
All right.
So he was a veteran, bro. And he was more mature than all of us.
Wow.
We are like, don't say that. Okay, I won't say it.
He just didn't care. He's
He
like,
didn't
"Yeah,
care,
whatever."
bro. When he didn't win, he goes,
He got second place, right?
yeah. When he didn't win, no, third place.
Oh wow.
When he didn't win, he goes, fuck you, America. You dropped this one.
Great.
Oh
That's
my God.
So bug
And when I
rock.
won, I said, God bless America.
Gracias.
Who got second place on that?
Tommy John again?
Oh, Tommy John
Johnny
again.
Gunn.
Yeah. He's funny too.
Dude, Mike DeStefano's.
When Mike Kaplan, he was fifth.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
Felipe, Tommy, Mike DeStefano, Roy was Jr.,
Mike
and
DeStefano's
Mike Kaplan.
story, The Ride, about him and his wife Franny going for the last ride before she passed.
Yeah.
He did it for the Moth.
Oh yeah, you can
and
get
the
that. You can find that on
storytelling shows.
YouTube,
Dude,
right?
It is. I used to listen to it and just cry. It's one of the most beautiful stories.
That was right
I've
after
ever
he
heard.
won Last Comic Standing. He did that.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he passed away. What, like a year later?
Yeah.
Who were the judges on that?
Greg Giraldo
Oh my
Andy
God.
Kindler
Sick, dude.
and Natasha Leggero.
Wow.
And I never met Andy, but Greg Giraldo, I had opened for him in Addison Improv, bro.
Wow.
Back when they had a budget and they were flying openers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow,
Bro.
Well done.
Was
Let me
that
tell you, bro, they flew me out, bro. Gave me
Yeah.
a room, $325 for the whole week.
Whoa.
Nonsense back then, bro.
Yeah.
And it was Jim Pompa again, and Greg Giraldo were co-headlining.
Wow.
What was that like being with Geraldo that weekend?
Bro, it was amazing, bro. He would do a lot. He would hang out by himself at the end of the show with the staff, and he told me I was funny, fat ass, and he would I had met him briefly in 1996 because I was on a show called Latino Laugh Festival, and it was hosted by Daisy Fuentes from MTV.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
What year did you start?
I started I've been doing it for 30 years.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And so that was my first TV credit, bro, 96. And I could tell you right now, bro, that I was in the same when Brian Holtzman got his first TV credit, I was there.
Whoa.
I was hanging out with him and his mom in San Antonio at the Riverwalk.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
And he didn't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
He opened up. First of all, man, we were doing a comedy show. Okay, imagine we were doing a tape. You did Premium Blend.
No.
Did you do any Comedy Central?
No, we
5
did
minutes.
Gotham Comedy Live.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so that was the new Premium Blend.
Yeah.
I did Premium Blend, and Premium Blend was the new I think Doritos comedy, because Comedy Central used to have the Doritos. They had a Pepsi Dorito. It was sponsoring the specials before. It was the 7-minute sets.
Right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That was pre-Premium Blend.
Yeah.
That's when you saw the older comics like us, Mencia when they were
Yeah.
young, Damon Wayans. But what was I saying? Because the
Premium
weed's good,
Blend.
cocksucker. I haven't smoked a weed like that since I went to go see
Greg Giraldo.
Conan do open mic. It
Oh,
was 1989.
Greg Giraldo.
Yeah.
The
First
Spanish-
TV credit, Spanish credit,
Yes.
Daisy Fuentes, 96.
Yes, and Eric Estrada was there, and he took a picture with me. And Paul Rodriguez, Greg Giraldo. Oh, a legend, bro. This legend from over here. He's and I was like, I walked up to him. I don't know if he was offended or not, but I didn't know you were Latino. You're one of my favorite comics. He goes, now that you're Latino, it's even better.
Geraldo said that?
I said that to John Mendoza.
Oh, hilarious.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I know John Mendoza.
He does he has like one-liners. He goes, you know, the coolest job in the world. It must be the guy that switches the switch for the electric chair. He comes in, signs off. He wants to work some overtime. He dims it. So
That's great.
His one-liners, John Mendoza, and he had a sitcom that lasted like 4 months. He got canceled after a couple of episodes. So he was there, a legend, you know. And I was like, I couldn't believe it, bro. I used to watch this guy when I was a kid, bro. So I was like, then Greg Giraldo was there. I couldn't believe it.
That's so cool.
Cheech Marin, bro.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Jesus.
They got a documentary coming out. Cheech and Chong
Really?
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's like a movie and a documentary. It looks very cool.
So that's where I met Greg Giraldo. So I met him there. Then I met him again at the at Addison Improv. So when Last Comic Standing, bro. But back then, bro, I had just sobered up, by the way, a year ago. I had no car. My friend crashed it, trying to buy crack. Totaled it, bro.
Whoa.
But I went to the hospital and I fucking opened his hand. He had the crack in his hand like a soldier, cocksucker. Like a soldier. Felipe, I totaled your car, but check out these 3 doves. He fucking totaled my car, bro. And the fucking tow truck driver and the impound, they kept telling me, come get the fucking car. Bro, I never picked that car up. I was a loser, bro. I would get a ticket and not pay it, bro. Throw it in the trash. I'll get a speedy ticket or something, throw it in the trash, bro.
Right.
I was not a responsible guy.
You winning Last Comic Standing that year, that must have like kind of solidified the sobriety a little bit,
bro.
Right?
Everything. When I won Last Comic Standing, all those debts came off. So I had to pay them all at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I paid those. I had a lot of like outstanding bills, and didn't have a driver license because child support took it, right? And then when I went to get a driver license, they told me that no, man, you just have to take the test. Your driver license was never really suspended.
What?
Jesus Christ.
They just took it.
Yeah, so when I auditioned for Last Comic Standing, Greg Giraldo saw me and he remembered me from those 3 times that we met, and he said that this environment doesn't really show how funny Felipe Esparza is.
No shit.
And I've seen him before, and I'm gonna have to say yes to him because I know what kind of comedian he really is in the audience. And Andy Kindler said, well, based on that, I'm going to say yes. And then I'm not going to say that Natasha said yes, but then after I left, they must have cut, and they don't say no.
Oh.
No fucking way.
I swear to God.
They fixed it?
Yeah, so, because then when she said no, and she said no, when I watched it on television, she said no, I thought she said yes. Or maybe I heard those 2 yeses. I didn't hear her fucking no.
Yeah, right.
That would be rude. It's like saying that I didn't care what she says.
Yeah.
But I heard her say yes, whoever.
Right,
I
right.
won. But I didn't have a car. So the producers came up to me after the show, after I got passed, and they said, Felipe Esparza, if you never won or made it through, what you would have done? I looked at them and I said, beat up already, from life. I said, what am I gonna do? Go home.
Yeah.
I got my bicycle outside. I'm just gonna unchain this and ride down, go home, and take this bike into the sunset, because I was going on Sunset.
Yeah.
And they thought that was cool that they didn't have a car, and they did a whole biopic on me right there and then, bro.
Wow.
Because to them, I was interested. This guy beat up jacket, looking like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Long hair, beat up Converse, man, looking like an 80s comic, homeless, on a beach cruiser with red tires, bro. And living a dream, bro.
Yeah.
Not giving up.
Yeah.
They started asking me questions about, did you get around with a bicycle? Yeah, because I told them the story about the guy. Yeah. Also, I don't have that many friends anymore. I burned a lot of bridges, so I don't have a lot of friends that could give me a ride anymore. Because after every show, I would do after they give me a ride to the show, I tell them to take me to the dope man. So they don't want to take me no more. And So this is what I would do, bro. Friday nights, I like to dance, so I dance. No, but on Friday nights, I had a show at.
I totally bought that. I was like, hell
It's
yeah.
like,
I
oh,
was
makes
like,
sense.
You
Spanish.
actually made me go, I should dance more. When you said that, I went, I gotta dance more.
So at Friday nights, I had a show at 8:00 with Sunda, comedian, and it was an 8:00 show, clean show. So I would be like the second comic going up after the first comic. So when I would dip to the Laugh Factory in Long Beach to do the 9:00 show. I would be the last comic because I would go from the Laugh Factory bus. I'll call it Laugh Factory bus, but it's on Sunset. I would take that fucking bus to Highland, and I would catch the blue line right there, and that blue line would take me all the way to Long Beach, and it stopped in front of the Laugh Factory. So I would just jump out, smoke a joint with Tiffany Haddish, bro, and then I would do the set at 10, hop back on the train, go back on the bus, and then do the midnight show with Brian Holtzman, me and Tiffany and Leslie Jones.
wow. That's so awesome, dude.
So I was making money, bro. The Laugh Factory, they were hooking me up.
Wow.
God damn.
How much did they pay for a spot back then?
The Laugh Factory paid the least. It was like $180, $80, 100.
Yeah.
But the Long Beach was $150.
Why did they
Wow.
all pay livable wages and then just stay stuck in time?
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
change it
Because
after
now
that.
Yeah.
it is like nobody can make a living on feature pay. They do not fly
Right.
features out.
No,
Right.
man.
You know, living on spot pay is next year to impossible. you know?
You can't do
I know,
it.
right? 'Cause I remember when I went to I worked with Gene Pompa again and Sully McCullough. He was baby legs on fucking don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice.
Oh, crazy legs.
Crazy
Yeah,
Legs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a stand-up comic.
Right.
He wrote him and Chris Spencer. They wrote a book called You Know Your Ghetto Ifs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Jeff
Jeff Foxworthy has
Yeah.
You Might Be a Redneck.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I did an interview with Jeff Foxworthy, and he told me that Chris Spencer and Sully McCullough and one of the Wayans approached them to do You Know Your Ghetto, and Jeff Foxworthy started listening to the ghetto ones. He goes, those sound like rednecks too. And the way Jeff Foxworthy laughs and the little mustache moving, I was laughing, bro, on that Zoom. He said,
Rules.
because I started remembering the jokes from the book. He goes, yeah, one of them was, if you start a fight with the birthday girl and you were invited there by someone else, you might be ghetto. If you're 45 with hickeys, you might be ghetto, you know. He goes, if you're in the 9th grade with your son, you might be ghetto. But Jeff Foxworthy because when I did the podcast with Jeff Foxworthy, I showed him the photo of him and I when I first met him, and I was young, like 2012 or something.
Wow.
And he had a mustache, and he said, "That's a long time ago." Yeah, bro. I remember I shared it. I made a meme about it, and I said, "If you knew one Mexican your whole life, you might be a redneck." And then we're talking, bro, and he's so cool, bro. Like he's telling me this story about how he was doing a show in Nashville in the late 80s, and Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin goes to his show
Wow.
because they heard him on the radio doing the "You Might Be a Redneck,"
Wow.
and then he started saying that that they made fun, that he's considered a redneck in London. I don't know what they call them, pikeys. I don't know.
Oh yeah. No, those are
Bogans?
Irish.
What do they call
That's
themselves?
Australian.
Cockney people. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No shit.
Cockney. Yeah.
Wow.
If your son looks like your wife's brother, you might be Cockney.
Wow. Wow. I can't imagine writing something so iconic that like
It's just plug and play for every other
yeah,
culture.
it just explodes.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I remember watching his tapes before watching him.
Mm-hmm.
They were at every gas station. Him and the other guy. Here's your sign.
Oh, Bill Engvall.
Bill Engvall.
Yeah.
That guy was making. They would brag about it. Not brag about it, but the road comic when I first started would tell me, "Oh, that guy, bro, he was the first comic to make $1 million off merch."
Bill
my
Engvall
God.
was?
Yeah,
Whoa.
because he would sell here's your sign,
Yeah.
and that was a shirt. Here's your sign,
Yeah.
keychains, everything, tapes, bro.
Good
Man.
God. I went to the roast of Jeff Foxworthy in 2005.
That was a good one, bro.
It was great, but Bill
Geral-
Engvall.
was that Geraldo was there too? Or
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that wow?
Bill Engvall
you're
was
so
on
famous.
stage, and they were. I was a seat filler. They were. Bill Engvall was stuttering and so bad that they had to kept stopping and going, all right, we're just going to take it from the top one more time. It's all right, Bill, take your time. And then he'd go and he'd mess up and they had to take a break and just to
What?
get his line. Yeah.
He was
I never
nervous or something?
Well,
I
there's-
guess.
So there's
I
two of
guess.
them. Because I know they roasted Larry the Cable Guy too.
Yeah.
They oh yeah, and Ron White.
Ron
was the
White.
fourth one.
Yeah. Ron White, Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, and Larry the Cable Guy.
I remember when Larry the Cable Guy was roasting Jeff Foxworthy. He said, I know he does. You might be a redneck. This is how you know you're not Jeff Foxworthy." And then he said, "If you take a Learjet to do a corporate gig, you might be Jeff Foxworthy."
That's awesome.
Learjet.
Yo, so we're gonna wrap, but where can people find you? You have a special out on Netflix. It's fucking great. When
Yes.
and where did you film it?
I filmed it at the Sacramento, California, at the Crest Theater.
Mm-hmm.
My wife Lisa O'Daniel, she directed it, executive produced. She did produce all my specials.
It's amazing.
Her and I, we shot it ourselves
Wow.
with our money, and we sold it to Netflix.
Wow.
That's awesome.
and
Holy
They got a
shit.
2-year lease, and after that, it's gonna go straight to YouTube or somewhere. Where I don't know where. They're gonna renew it. Yeah, they're gonna renew it.
And you had the great Brittany Duffield work on it as well.
Yes, bro.
The best. Shout out, Britt. We love you.
Yes, and then I won Story Wars with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yes, your
I'm doing
biggest
it
credit to
again.
date.
That's a fun
yeah.
show.
That's a really fun show.
I didn't
Yeah.
get it at first because
It's hard to get it. Yeah.
I thought that they were gonna. I thought that they were gonna right away know it's not me
Mm-hmm.
because they were all snow stories, and there was no snow in California.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What you also have a podcast?
I have 2 podcasts: History for Fools,
Yes.
and I have a podcast called What's Up Fool.
Yes.
I love the History for Fools. It's fun because we get to read a whole book on Audible
Yeah.
and research stuff on TikTok and go and pretty much go into a rabbit hole, and we do stuff like that, like the 1916 uprising of Ireland, and history of stand-up comedy, history of Native Americans comedians. The book is called we had a real estate problem. And we do, and then the What's Up Fool podcast. We had a lot of guests: Neil Brennan, Paul Rodriguez, Ralph Barbosa. Hopefully, you.
Yeah. Love
We had a
to.
lot of. We had that guy Oya from Madball.
Hoya Rock.
Yeah, brother, man.
Oh,
When we
yeah.
started off, man, we had an agnostic front, man. We were just fucking killing people, man.
Oh, dude, his stories are out of control, dude. Yeah, we got the Madball record on the wall. Yeah. Shout out Hoya Rock. And Sagalow. What do you want people to get eyes on?
I also have a podcast, Sag Daddy to Pod. Check that out. Really funny stuff. And that's it. I'm going on the road. So go to punchup.live/Brendan Sagalow for
The
tickets.
Delaware Dan. You from Delaware?
Yeah.
Where's Delaware again? Dover?
Dover is in Delaware.
That's right. Shout out to my boys over there, Brian Figueroa and Big Paul Hendricks from fucking Philly.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Paul Hendricks. Shout out Brian Figueroa. FIDANCE.com for all my dates. I am going all over. Got a bunch of new dates out. So go check it out. Punchup.live/Jordan Jensen for all her dates. See her on the road. And we'll see you next week. We
Yes.
love you. Bye.
San Diego, April 5th.
I love the last minute.